Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Magic, the place where every second between Jimin and Jungkook is not just a moment, but a story waiting to be read. Today we're going to talk about one of the shortest yet most explosive clips of the year. The Disney Plus video that shows Jimin and Jungkook standing in the same frame, instantly making the entire army ask, why does the vibe feel different? Why do their expressions look so serious? And the biggest question of all, why is there no Jikook warmth that we usually see so clearly? Within seconds of its release, the fandom erupted. Timelines filled with analyses, theories, and endless debates. Once again, a small moment turned into a massive wave. And tonight, we're gonna break it all down. Everything that happened with this Disney Plus video of Jimin and Jungkook is the perfect example of how a very short moment can spark countless reactions, emotions, and even a little chaos within the fandom. Sometimes just a few seconds are enough to make army. Whether calm, critical, or the type who analyzes frames one by one, jump in shock. And this time, it happened again. It's incredible how every time they appear together, even for a split second, everyone reacts immediately. Analyzing expressions, guessing the mood, connecting it to past moments, and creating thousands of theories within hours. The presence of Jimin and Jungkook in a single frame always carries a certain power that makes people pause and look more closely. And it's true. No matter how much time has passed, how long their gap of appearances, or how busy they are with their own schedules, whenever Jimin and Jungkook appear side by side, there's always something there. A subtle warmth, an aura that's hard to describe, a comfort that can't be faked. They don't need to touch, glance, or speak. Just standing next to each other is enough to shift the atmosphere. As soon as the Disney Plus video dropped, the fandom practically shouted in unison. They're finally appearing together again. There was relief, fulfilled longing, and waves of nostalgia after so long without any shared moment. But along with that came another wave of curiosity. Why does the vibe feel different? Why do they look so serious? Why aren't there the usual small smiles or glances? From here, the theories started appearing. The most popular theory was that they didn't actually film the video together, that they recorded it on different days and were edited into the same frame. There's no solid proof, but it spread quickly because of one simple reason. People noticed something missing from Jungkook, his attention toward Jimin. And for many armies, that felt like a major alarm. One of Jungkook's most well-known traits is the way he looks at Jimin. At concerts, interviews, rehearsals, behind-the-scenes, live broadcasts, walking down hallways, even when he doesn't realize the camera is on, Jungkook always has the same habit. His eyes search for Jimin. Not intensely, but as a natural reflex he probably doesn't even notice. This habit has been consistent for years, so when it suddenly disappears, everyone feels it. Ironically, even haters noticed it. The people who usually deny any Jikook interaction were the first to say, "Weird. Jungkook usually always looks at Jimin." Indirectly, they admitted something they've denied for years, that Jimin always holds a special place in Jungkook's attention. Then came another theory about height differences. Some said Jungkook looked taller, others said the camera angle looked off. But anyone who has followed them for years knows their height appearance always changes depending on posture, shoes, pose, or even mood. So this theory faded quickly. It didn't explain anything. What really caught everyone's attention was the vibe, the energy, the atmosphere. One of the things that makes Jimin and Jungkook so captivating is the subtle warmth that always appears when they share the same space. Even in formal moments, there's always something between them. A small touch, shared breaths, reflex glances, soft smiles, or a natural synchronization of movement. The way Jungkook seems calmer when Jimin is beside him. The way Jimin looks more relaxed when Jungkook is close. The way they move like two magnets that have been in the same orbit for years. But in the Disney Plus video, that warmth wasn't visible. No smiles, no glances, no spontaneous interaction. But absence doesn't mean the connection is gone. They're human. They can be tired, busy, focused when given a script. Official content is often more rigid, formal, and controlled. Not everything is a hidden message. The answer is simple. Their history is too long to ignore. Jikook has spent years in coincidental moments that happen too often to be coincidences. Glances that last too long. Smiles that only appear for each other. Small gestures Jungkook never does to anyone else. The way Jimin takes care of Jungkook, soft, warm, like someone who has a closeness beyond any label. After seeing all that for a decade, how can people not read into moments? How can they not feel something deeper? The beauty of their bond has never been in big moments, but in the tiny details that seem trivial but leave a mark. The way Jungkook moves closer whenever Jimin speaks. The soft smile Jimin gives when Jungkook praises him. The way they unconsciously search for each other on stage. The way Jungkook understands Jimin's body language without words. The way they automatically walk side by side. The way their energy feels aligned like home. Nothing is lost just because one video looks serious. A 10-second clip will never erase a 10-year connection. Jikook has always had a quiet yet strong bond. Not from big skinship moments, but from small details noticed only by those who pay attention. Their energy speaks even when they don't. It's not something made for cameras. Not something that disappears with one video. Not something that changes just because the vibe feels calmer. A connection like that doesn't grow overnight. It grows from years of supporting each other, understanding each other, and being present through highs and lows. So, does the video feel strange? Maybe. But does it erase everything we've seen for years? No. People's perception of Jikook was never built on a single clip, but on a long, consistent history. And as long as there's no real evidence contradicting what has been clear for a decade, there's no reason to believe anything has changed. After all, even if they don't look at each other in this video, haven't their eyes spoken louder than anything for 10 years? A few seconds of video will never erase 10 years of warmth. In the end, after all the theories and speculation, one thing remains true. The beauty of Jikook has never been in big moments, but in small ones. In reflex glances. In smiles that appear without being asked. In body language that speaks when words aren't needed. In a relationship built not in days but in years. One cold video cannot erase 10 years of warmth. One flat clip cannot erase the history of two people who grew up together since their teens. If today the vibe feels different, that's life. It's not always warm, not always sweet, not always the same, but real connection doesn't disappear just because of one brief moment. In the end, there's one undeniable truth. A single cold video will never erase 10 warm years. Jikook was never built from one clip, one smile, or one glance, but from thousands of seconds that we never forget. From small habits, natural reflexes, and a connection that appears even when they try to hide it. Maybe the Disney Plus video feels different. Maybe we didn't see the usual glances or smiles. But a bond that has grown for years does not disappear from one short moment. If there's one thing that's always true about Jimin and Jungkook, it's this: their energy speaks even when they don't. Thank you for watching Jikook Magic today. Don't forget to comment your thoughts about the Disney Plus video vibes, and subscribe so you don't miss any analysis, breakdown, and the small moments that always turn out bigger than they seem. See you in the next video, and remember, Jikook always has a story, even when they're silent.